Hello, wonderful viewers, and welcome. Today, I want to share a heartwarming story about a little turtle who learned a very big lesson. So, get comfy and let's travel to the beautiful shores of Coral Beach. In this sunny paradise lived Tiko the Turtle, the most hardworking animal you could ever meet. He was a true hero, always busy building sturdy shelters for his friends, meticulously cleaning the sand, and offering a helping hand to anyone in need. From sunrise to sunset, Tycho was on the move. But there was one thing Tycho never ever did. He never took a rest. Whenever his friends suggested a break, he'd shake his head and say, "There's just no time for a vacation. If I stop, everything will fall apart." He truly believed the weight of the world rested on his little shell. One day, his playful friend Mila the Monkey swung down from a palm tree with a big grin. "Tycho, my friend, come with me to Crystal Island. It's the most amazing place to relax. The water is clear and the fruit is so sweet." But Tycho, as usual, refused. He had a list of tasks a mile long and couldn't possibly leave. Mila asked again and again, but Tycho's answer was always the same. This went on until one morning, something terrible happened. As Tycho tried to lift a heavy piece of driftwood, a small, painful crack appeared on his shell. It was a sign. He was completely exhausted, physically and mentally. The crack was a wake-up call he couldn't ignore. With a heavy heart, he finally agreed to go with Mila to Crystal Island, not because he wanted to, but because he knew he had to. As their little raft drifted towards the island, Tycho's mind was filled with worry. What was happening back home? Who was helping everyone? But when they arrived, his worries began to fade. Crystal Island was even more beautiful than Mila had described. The sea sparkled like a million diamonds. The palm trees swayed gently in the warm wind, and the breeze seemed to whisper a single calming message. Slow down. Life is not meant to be a race. The first few days were tough for Tycho. He felt a deep sense of guilt just sitting there, doing nothing. He would pace along the shore, feeling restless. But as the days turned into a week, he started to notice something incredible. The world was continuing just fine without him. The tide still rolled in and out, the stars still twinkled brightly in the night sky, and messages from his friends back home assured him that everything was being handled perfectly. They missed him, but they were managing. One evening, as Tycho watched the sunset paint the sky in hues of orange and purple, a wise and gentle bird, Nara the nightingale, landed on a branch nearby. She began to sing a beautiful, soothing melody. Her song flowed like a gentle river, carrying a profound message. She sang, "Even the mighty ocean rests between its waves. The sun sets each evening, not because it is weak, but because it knows it must gather its strength to rise again, even stronger and brighter the next day." In that moment, everything clicked for Tycho. A wave of understanding washed over him. He finally realized that rest wasn't a reward you earn after finishing all your work. It wasn't a sign of laziness or weakness. Rest was a fundamental part of life's rhythm, just like the setting sun and the ocean's tides. When Tycho returned home, his shell had healed, but the biggest change was within him. He was not just stronger. He was happier, calmer, and more present. He went back to helping his friends, but now he worked with a sense of joy, not pressure. He found a beautiful balance, replacing burnout with peace. Tycho learned that taking care of yourself isn't selfish. It's an act of kindness to yourself and to everyone around you. Because when your heart is calm, your work becomes truly meaningful. Thank you so much for joining me for Tiko's journey today. I hope his story reminds you to find your own balance and embrace the power of rest. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next story. Until next time, take care.